Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Peter Barber here, professional singer and music producer, and I just got done doing a reaction and analysis for episode 4, season 1 of Helluva Boss. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm really loving this show, reacting to it, breaking down all the music. Especially in this episode, we got some real opera singing, like some proper opera singing, which I, of course, nerded out about. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy. I'll see you afterwards. Ah,
Howdy,
heaven.
Cletus. Welcome
Cherubs.
to heaven. Guess you did something good to get here, and good people deserve to give loved ones special blessings.
Does it make you want to?
Sounds a little bit like Herbert the Pervert in Family Guy. I got some popsicles in my cellar. That guy who always whistles when he talks. A little bit like this cherub.
Well, howdy, I'm Cletus. Welcome
Cletus.
to heaven. Guess you did something good
Great
to get
name.
here, and good people deserve to give loved ones special blessings.
Does it make you want to cry?
When your loved one has to die.
Does it hurt you through and through
When your face is turning blue? Well, luckily for you,
There's something we can do.
we can help keep them alive?
so you can watch them thrive. Cause here at THG,
Telling you, man. This is the musical vibe of the show. Doom, 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 doom. Also, I don't know. So during the credits in episode 3, I was watching through, and I just happened to catch Sam Haft is in there. So he's obviously involved writing at least some of the songs in the show. I haven't looked up the list or anything. This is literally, still day one of me making videos for this. And I also saw Brightman, I believe, did the voice of the robotic clown in Lululand. I wish I had known that at the time. It's great. Anyway, this is the vibe. Doom, 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 doom. This thing, that motif, that has been used from the pilot through this moment multiple times.
in blue. Well, luckily for you,
There's something we can do.
We can help keep them alive.
so you can watch them thrive. Cause here at THG, RUB, we'll save your honey bun from dying violently. Cause here at THG, RUB.
No, we never even asked.
That voice was mixed way too quietly over here. You could barely hear what he was saying.
So you can watch them
That
thrive.
first solo.
Cause here at THG, RUB, we'll save your honey bun from dying violently. Cause here
Will something your money from dying finally?
at THG, RUB, we'll save your honey bun from dying violently.
Can't even get it.
THG, RUB,
No, we never even ask a fee.
because good people spread the love.
And we're here for all of us.
Do the paperwork for you and the heavy lifting too. So sit right back and let
Yes, that voice. There's one of the voices that's just very quiet.
RUB,
No, we never even ask a fee.
because good people spread the love.
And we're here for all of us.
Do the paperwork for you.
That one is this goat
Fee.
sheep character.
Good people spread the love.
And we're here for all of us.
Do the paperwork for you and the heavy lifting too. So sit right back and let us bless our soul for you. Oh, we are the CHRUB.
Excellent, babe.
Making crazy contraptions and goofy gadgets? Well, call me.
I love those things.
Wackford's Wacky Idea Factory, where you make the things and I make the money.
Reminds me of the Family Guy. Wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Work making crazy contraptions and goofy gadgets? Well, call me at Wacky Wally Wackford's Wacky Idea Factory.
Wacky Wally Wackford's Wacky Idea Factory. Phenomenal.
Where you
Because hellquakes don't happen.
Stop getting hysterical, fatty.
Fatty. She's like, she makes multiple jokes about him being fat.
Don't happen.
Stop getting hysterical, fatty.
Do not be afraid. And please tell me you got that insurance thing.
Who are you and what do you want?
Great callback to episode 1, the murder family episode, right? That's so funny. What the fuck is insurance? Oh my god, fantastic.
Please tell me you got that insurance thing.
Who are you and what do you want?
Oh, this old fuck reeks of the living world. Did you just die? Yes, moments ago, in fact, which is what brought me here.
Just say it.
Wow, this is a look at this guy. Yeah. He does sound how he looks, which is what you want with voice acting.
Yes, moments ago,
Absolutely
in fact,
psychotic.
What brought me here? My partner Lyle and I ran Lyle Loop-de-Roop.
Very dramatic reenactment from earlier that day.
My partner Lyle and I ran Lyle forever. Oh, trust me. I'm counting on it.
That's kinda hot.
Gee, I wonder whose house this is.
And to your right is the home of famous inventor.
There's that same theme we got for Luna, and then we got it in the last episode. I can't remember when. Doom, 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 doom. I'm gonna call it the Peaky Blinders theme because that's what it feels like to me.
I'm counting on it.
That's kinda hot.
Gee, I wonder whose house this is.
And to your right is the home of famous inventor Lyle Lipton.
Lyle Lipton and Loop-de-Hoop-de. Ooh, faster tempo, Peaky Blinders.
Kill this rich guy.
And here you'll find 3 tacky stalkers.
Should we go in there and tie it for him?
Cherubs!
Being haunted by ugly orphan children now.
Who the fuck are they?
Oh, no. Sir, those are cherubs, Mr. Lyle.
I hate filthy, stinking orphan children.
We're here to convince you not to kill yourself, sir. To grant you a blessing on behalf of those in heaven benefited by your amazing technological advances.
Wow, the
Don't listen.
Lyle Lipton, it is our humble opinion you should continue the process.
Is that a serious question? He can help spread his wealth around with the people of the world and do so much good with it and be so
less lovely cherub music. We get like the harp-like instrument. We get the angel choir, right? And then they go back to the imps, and it's doom 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 doom. It's that same backbeat shit.
old and gross. Is that a serious question?
Total just shifts on a dime.
Wealth around with the people of the world and do so much good with it and be so fulfilled.
No.
He could pay for new hospitals and schools.
Like it even pauses when it goes away from them. When he goes no, then it stops just for a second, and then when they come back in, it fires back up.
It and be so fulfilled.
No.
No.
Pay for new hospitals and
God's gift of nature is a wonder to behold, regardless of age or wealth.
We have literal angels and devils on the shoulder here. This is great. This is great. I mean, can't the M crew just do it? I guess they're trying to assist him in doing it. They could just do it. Just you have a bunch of guns there. Finish the job, guys. Do your job.
No! Look around! And you three are so superior to us just because we want some selfish, greedy, authoritarian capitalist to keel over dead!
You're making things too real now, Moxie.
Piss.
Behold, the wonder.
It's actually nicely done. Usually whenever you see like an opera singer pop up in anything, they've just hired some random person that like can sort of like fake sound like an opera singer. It's like a real operatic voice there.
Now, Moxie.
Nice consistent vibrato, dramatic sound. Also, this bigger lady with the horns thing, which is hilariously what a lot of people think of when they think about opera. Specifically comes from the Ring Cycle by Wagner. And these are the Valkyrie women. And the reason they're portrayed that way, body size, you find opera has a lot of big people. And I don't mean overweight people. I mean actual like physical like dimensions of like bone structure. Big heads. Like I'm a very small opera singer for a guy. I'm only 5'9". I weigh 165 pounds. I'm very small. I did a summer program one time where of the roughly 30 women that were there, 4 of them were over 6 feet tall. Think of that in terms of the numbers, like compared to the average population. It's very rare to meet a woman who's 6 feet or taller, and there were 4 out of 30 at this program. Anyway, I digress. This is just one set of roles by one composer, where bigger people, bigger voices are the kinds of voices that can sing this repertoire. But the idea that opera is only like big women wearing horned helmets is a complete, it's just not even close. It's just not even close to the mark. But it is funny that that's become like a trope. And we get it here, but I will say, I like what I hear like vocally from this singer. We'll get back to the analysis in 1 second, but first I have to tell you about Deacony Audio. If you're anything like me, you obsess over tiny musical details, tone, balance, clarity. And one thing people seriously underestimate is how much your headphone accessories affect what you're actually hearing. Deacony focuses on solutions, not just products. Their mission is simple: improve comfort, restore sound, and help you get the absolute best out of the headphones you already own. Their ear pads are especially impressive. Fresh pads can instantly restore balance, bass accuracy, and comfort. Worn pads don't just feel bad, they literally change the sound. Deacony's high-density memory foam molds to your head for a perfect seal, which is incredibly important for the bass. I just replaced the ear pads I use on my Bear Dynamics for mixing, and the difference is astounding. The bass tightened up, the balance improved, and the headphones immediately got more comfortable. They also make premium headbands, modular cables, and a bunch of other accessories to clean up your setup. Fewer cables, better signal, less clutter. If you love music and want your gear to actually perform the way it should, then follow the link in the description and use Peter Barber 10 at checkout for 10% off. That's Peter Barber 10 at checkout for 10% off. Now, back to the video. Cannot find the note. F. Jesus. Sometimes it takes me forever to find a note. See, the opposite of when my brain has the opposite of perfect pitch. Anti-perfect pitch. Imperfect pitch. So high F there. It's a little out of tune right at the start, but it kind of locks in. There, it's locked in.
Behold, the
Very
wonder of art and music. Something always there to comfort, entertain.
But that's like a dramatic Wagnerian voice type, and you can't tell size of voice of any hearing through the recording, but the vocal color, as someone who has listened to however many professional opera singers in person and online, performing with them, being one of them, and analyzing their voices, that's a very dramatic voice type. I'm gonna see if I find out who sang this next. I might know them. I could actually know the person who's singing this little opera moment.
And live for.
So,
That's a dramatic high A flat. That would be so loud if whoever's singing this sang it in your face. It would like peel your skin off.
Comfort, entertain, and live for.
so, how do we make these bad?
We can't.
Also, she would be singing very likely with a massive full orchestra. That's the whole thing about being a Wagnerian singer, is it's because Wagner wrote orchestration that was so heavy, you just have to have a freakish voice. Not only a freakishly loud voice naturally, which you have to have, but you then also have to do all the training that every professional opera singer has to do, which is decade plus of like formal training. So you have a crazy loud voice naturally, and then you perfect it, and then you can be loud enough to sing with a Wagnerian orchestra. It's very unusual to hear a full Wagnerian voice with just piano, although Wagnerians will do recitals and stuff like that. Their voice is meant for big spaces, very, very heavy orchestration. We're talking like 80 to 100 piece orchestras. I've seen it live. That's not the kind of operatic voice I have. I have a more lyrical voice, not a super dramatic, freakishly loud voice. Very loud by any non-professional opera singer standards, but I'm just talking specifically about Wagnerian opera singers. I've seen it live. It's crazy. It's like absolutely inhuman. That is a tangent that I could keep going on, but I will pull myself back from the brink.
There's literally nothing bad about opera. That's fact.
Unless we ruin it somehow.
Yo, my man Moxie right here.
So, how do we make these bad?
We can't. There's literally nothing bad about opera. That's fact.
There are plenty of things bad about opera, but there are also a lot of incredible things about it.
Unless we ruin it somehow.
The plots of opera are generally awful and often make very little sense. I will happily say that. You do not go to the opera in almost all cases for the plot. You go for the orchestra and the voices by far above anything, and the spectacle if you're in a big opera house. But you don't go for the plots. I'll say that. I'll say that about opera. Really terrible plots most of the time.
Opera. That's fact.
Unless we ruin it somehow.
Not very good.
This is a very legit opera singer. Whoever is doing this, thank you. Thank you, Helluva Boss, for getting a real opera singer to do the opera moment. I can't tell you how rare that is. Seriously. Yeah. High A? Gorgeous. Wait, I gotta see who this is. Courtney Rain Taylor. Highly sought after classically trained soprano who performs regularly as a soloist. Grammy winning, Los Angeles Opera Chorus. I would have thought she was actually doing a lot more solo stuff. Maybe she does that now. Performed opera roles. Yep, Pamina. Okay, so she's not actually a Wagnerian singer. She does lighter stuff. Donna Anna. Well, Donna Anna in Mozart's Don Giovanni could be a dramatic voice, but not a Wagnerian voice. Pamina in Mozart's Magic Flute is a lighter, actually a more of a light lyric soprano typically. But yeah, but a professional opera singer. Hey, graduate certificate from vocal performance at USC. Go Trojans. That's where I did my master's. So not like a big time career as a solo voice in opera, but a professional opera singer. So shout out. And she lives in LA, so that makes it super easy. A bunch of colleagues of mine sing with the LA Opera Chorus and have sung as LA Opera soloists, which is a very big deal, right? That's a major opera house. So being in the chorus, you can do if you're you have to be solid, right? You have to be solid, but to do like solo main stage performances at the LA Opera, world class. But this is so great. She sounds like, for real, she sounds great here. So that was fun. Mason just chop that up and make it shorter and more interesting. Let's go back. That's a powerful voice. Oh, I did see that. I did see her die earlier.
And now you're trying to meddle with the lives of humans?
So are you! So why don't you shut your trap, you judgmental cotton candy, tit-having bitch!
Cotton candy. Yes. Wait, how's she singing again? She just got killed. How's she singing again already? She sounds phenomenal. This feels very Wagnerian, this, like, musically. It's absolutely epic, dude. Except you want it with orchestra, right? We've got it with piano, which is still awesome, but you want this kind of singing with orchestra, full orchestra. Actually, no, we've got strings in there now. That we had when her singing came back in, then we got an actual orchestra that came back in with her. Even though this performance down below was just with piano. Yeah, so we get full orchestra, brass, full Wagnerian. The piano is still like the most featured instrument, which would not be the case, but we do get the full breadth of sound. It's awesome. Now this might just be a recording from a performance. I mean, if this is our same soprano, she sounds absolutely fantastic, like world-class singing of this Wagnerian bit here. So
starting to make sense now. Life is worth living because we only get one. We must cherish it. If creatures far beyond this living
He's not
world
gonna make it.
going through these lengths over my life, then certainly it's worth living. Killing myself is not the answer. Plus, I'm still rich. I could just buy all the things. I no longer crave death.
Yeah, this has got to be an excerpt from a proper recording of a Wagnerian opera. I should probably know, although since I don't perform it, I don't study it really. Yeah, so this is outside the reality, right? We've just got a piano on stage here, right? But we got the full orchestra in the score.
Well, would you look at that? You did our job for us.
Lyle Lipton?
I don't understand.
Lyle Lipton?
Heaven.
Heaven? The only question now is what do two old geniuses...
The piano for teeth is a great touch.
Fred.
Oh,
The
man.
only question
Funny.
now is what do two old genius robotic inventors do now that we're in heaven?
Fight with pinches.
Say I say inventors. Name's Wally Wackford, and I am looking for creative new people to exploit.
Get out.
I say, oh.
No, I'm serious. Get the fuck out!
All right, we got to see. Courtney Rain Taylor, there she is. Now, I want to know if they used. I want to know, unless they hired an orchestra and to play that entire section, which that's very, very expensive. Union orchestra, super expensive to get a space and all the people. And that was a full Wagnerian sound. That'd be like you're paying 80 to 100 players. But I want to see if they Wagner's public domain at this point. Let's see if they use that. Oh, I didn't even do my outro thing, did I? Guess I have to do that. All right, y'all, that brings us to the end of episode 4, season 1 of Helluva Boss. Really, really fun. Shout out to Courtney Rain Taylor, who absolutely slayed the proper opera singing. Usually in these shows, movies, even in the highest budget productions, it's rare that people actually get a real professional opera singer to do the opera parts. I'm not kidding. It drives all of us in the opera world crazy. So shout out to Courtney Rain Taylor for slaying that opera part. Super fun. Really enjoying this, guys. If you want to see the next episode a full week early, it's available right now on my Patreon. Be sure to check that out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.